everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Monday, October 26th, 2020. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Glad you're here with us today. Andrew Bamlett running the operations from Bamlett Town, USA. And we're just so glad to be back here on this Monday. How about that snow yesterday, Andrew? Did you have to get out and shovel?
Did not have to shovel.
It wasn't a winter wonderland?
It didn't stick to anything at our house. So.
Oh, really? We still had snow on the ground this morning, but now...
We did in town. There was snow on the grass, but there was no snow that stayed here at our house.
I didn't see... I was in Fitchburg today. I saw some snow on the ground there, but again, all kind of melted away, so... Yeah, crazy to see snow in October, but after what we got last year, this didn't hurt so much when I saw it. I'm like, you know what? It could be a lot worse, folks. So, it is what it is. Although I stopped by a local hardware store where they do repairs, and everybody's dropping off their snowblowers today. So, if anything, it was a wake-up call, like time to get those things maintenance and ready to go. So, but we talked about the forecast, and it's going to look dry here. It looks like for the 6 to 10 day outlook. What did I say? 60% this morning, something like that. So, hey, that's got to be exciting, right? And past that, I mean, warm temperatures too, above normal. So it's something to look forward to as we move into November. Hard to believe too. October, I feel like just zoomed by this year for whatever reason. And as we come up to Halloween this weekend, I mean, Andrew, what are you dressing up as? Anything exciting?
No.
Yellow. I thought it was going to be like the yellow Skittle or something, or
yellow Skittle. I like
or the red M&M.
I like it.
Or a green Monster. How about that?
I could go for the red M&M.
But you just want to eat them. I did see though. I only saw it a few times this year. I don't know how big. There's a certain cookie that has a nice frosting in the middle. And usually they come out with a Halloween edition, and our family goes nuts over that. And we only found it like once out in the store. Like, it was never at our store where people are just like buying it out like crazy. But I did see the Christmas version of that come out with the red in the middle. And
you've seen that one already?
It's in that one's in our store, but the Halloween one can't find it. Save my life.
I've seen the orange one. So
what?
I did.
I'm disappointed.
Sorry about that.
I'm writing a letter.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to be sad about it. Maybe as a late or early birthday present, just saying, or late boss's day present, you could get me excuse me, you give me the cookie.
The orange creamed one?
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Got it.
I blew my own thing. That's
all right.
There we go. We've got a busy show for you today. We'll get off the cookie subject and on to the show. We got your Verona Road construction update. Could this be the last construction update? Dun, dun, dun. No, it's not. We'll have another one next week. No matter what, we're having one in November. I'm saying it right now. And we do have your Fitchburg Fire Department is going to stop in today. It's Adam Doran. We'll be talking about Halloween safety. Yeah, as you got all the decorations up and everything else, we want your kiddos to stay safe if they are participating in Halloween and trick-or-treating and everything else. We'll talk about that coming up here in just a little bit of time. But first, we do start with the headlines. And because of that cool weather, at least for the next couple of days, the park maintenance will be closing, or in the process of closing, the park bathrooms. Yeah, we got this. With temps in the 20s at night and only getting in the 30s during the day, it's time we normally do shut down for Halloween. They usually wait, but it seems like the last couple of years it's just continuing to get colder and colder. So bathrooms will be starting to close up at certain locations. And some of the bathrooms that have heat in them, like the McKee Farms one in Hugo Jamestown, those might stay open a little bit longer because they got heat. So we'll keep an eye on it and let you know if we hear anything else on that. But we got that note today. All right, in-person absentee voting hours. Very important that you get out and vote, and we want to make sure you know when you can do that. And I saw a lot of you stopping in today, hours for absentee voting for the next, or for this week, for today through, well, not to, yeah, I guess you have an hour left. You're watching this at 6. But for the rest of the week, you've got 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. through Thursday. And then Friday, your last day for in-person absentee voting is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're coming to our community center. Plenty of signage outside for you to find that. And please make sure you bring your photo ID. You're welcome to bring your own black ballpoint pen. And we do request that you wear a mask when you do come in. Got any questions, you can contact our fabulous clerks department. And thank you to all of our clerks who have been in the office this whole time, continuing to provide the best service possible. And plus our election inspectors, we appreciate all their time as well. Lots of absentee ballots have already come in, so we appreciate that. Let's talk about options for returning your absentee ballot while you still have them. Your options are this. You can drop them off at City Hall. Yep, drop them off in the foyer at City Hall, 5520 Lacey Road. That is open 24 hours a day. Deliver your ballot at the polling location on election day. Clerk staff will be able to accept the delivery absentee ballot. Staff will also be available to serve as a witness if needed. And we'll be out there. Well, you'll see the staff there. You can't miss them. Staff will also be practicing social distancing as well at any of these locations. Clerk's office at City Hall, the ballots will come into the City Hall, and then they'll keep them and have them ready for election day when you do drop them off. So keep that in mind if you are dropping off your ballots. Polling location change for District 1. Want to again remind you of this. I've seen signs, drove through the District 1 today, and there is signs out on the streets reminding you of this. But if you're a resident of District 1, wards 1 through 4, please note that your polling location has changed. Your new polling location is Little John's Restaurant, located at 5302 Verona Road, right here in Fitchburg. And for additional information, you can go to the website, fitchburgwi.com. Just look for the voting. It's right there on the main page. You can't miss it. And we'll go there. .gov. Oh, fine. Fine, Andrew. Fine. Mr. Perfect. DMV explains steps to obtain your ID to vote. Yeah. If you need an ID for voting, DMV has got this laid out for you. Most Wisconsin voters already have some form of ID needed to vote, including in Wisconsin, driver's license or ID. There is no separate voter ID, and a federally compliant real ID is not required for voting purposes. I know there's been some confusion there, but it is not needed. Or you don't have to have it, just vote. You can have an ID card. You can have what you have for your license. Either way, Wisconsin Election Commission provides a list of acceptable options to bring to the polls on its website. Bring it, Andrew. Bring it. .wi.gov. Yeah, they've got the information there. Voters should visit DMV website. That's wisconsindmv.gov /ID cards for information and a list of documents that will be required. Certain documents, such as birth certificate, proof of identity, and Wisconsin registry, are necessary to obtain an official Wisconsin ID card. And voters should bring the required documents to the DMV Customer Service Center to apply. If documentation is not readily available, the ID petition process, or IDPP, can be used to obtain a receipt valid for voting while remaining documents or verifications are obtained. The receipt will be sent via overnight mail. The voter should bring any documentation available to the MV to complete the two forms. That's the MV 3004 form, Andrew, and the form MV 3012. I'm quizzing you at the end of the show for that. DMV offers this as IDPP service and ID card voting purposes free of charge. And guess what? Andrew is so nice to put up the links and share all the information with you. He'll put it up on social media later today, and you'll be able to click on that and you can go right to this process. And you saw the information there on how to reach and get more information. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest with, well, not too many road construction updates from Verona anymore. We'll have that for you. But first, here's a look at the meetings we're working for you this week.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
¡Sam Elmo!
Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor. Tambor ruidoso.
Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia.
Julia sabe.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera. ¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the digest, and it's your Monday edition of the Verona Construction Update. We do it every Monday here on the show, and soon I won't be able to say that anymore because we're almost done, folks. It says all lane restrictions and work operations are weather dependent and subject to change. Yeah, always is. Access remains open to the area businesses and neighborhoods in the project area. Please continue to patronize the area businesses. All right, we'll go right to it. County PD between Verona and Commerce Park Drive. 2 lanes are open in each direction on County PD and McKee Road within the project limits. They've been able to pretty much maintain that almost this whole year. Single lane closures may be required for various work operations. Guess what, folks? I also drove through that area today, too. I drove through a lot of parts of Fitchburg today. Let's put it that way. So be alert for crews and equipment working near the travel lanes. They are working near the travel lanes. I can confirm. Not that they were lying, but I'm just saying, like, they're there. So you need to be safe when you travel through there. And especially when you got those 2 projects going on, so you like leave one project, you go into another project, you would never know, but there are separate projects that are going on, and we want you to make sure you're safe. So remember that. Single lane closures, like I said, may be required for various work, and again, the crews are working near the travel lane. Also, we got this for you. Open turn movements on Nesbitt and Capac Road intersection. You can see how it will be and stay for the remainder of its time. And we got this too. Well, bam. All turn movements are open at McKee Road intersection with Verona Road. Christie, Hard Rock, it's open. I know you were worried about that, but it's been open for a couple weeks now from Commerce Park. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. All right, moving on. County McKee Road will be closed at Verona Road 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. October 30th, weather permitting. Yeah, right turns only at the interchange. No through movements or left turns are permitted. Crews will activate the traffic signals for the interchange. Again, weather permitting, this work may occur during the week of November 2nd through the 6th. I saw them doing some concrete paving in there today. Some look like concrete work, I guess. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I don't want Steve to get me on my case here. Restoration items continue in the completed medians, concrete sidewalk under the Verona Road Bridge. Work continues there. Traffic signal items throughout the week are going to be taken care of, and permanent traffic signal under the Verona Road Bridge will be installed later this week or the following week. They are making a lot of progress there. 2 weeks, look out. And here's what we got. Complete concrete island under the Verona Road bridges, final traffic signal items, and complete the remaining work. That's your punch list items as they wrap up. Pretty incredible stuff. How about some photos? Got some nice ones for you here. DOT taking some nice shots on that sunset. How about that, Andrew? Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Couldn't resist sharing this awesome photo. Since photo was taken, crews have paved the final layer of asphalt along County PD, Key Road, between Verona and Commerce Park Drive. Looking very nice. Drove on it. Smooth. Smooth sailing. Also, we got another photo here for you. Last week, crews partially opened the new Verona Road County PD interchange in Fitchburg. The remaining turn lanes at the interchange will be open here real soon, similar to the belt line. And it is looking really good. You can also see the gutter work and stuff. They're, again, wrapping all of that up. But yeah, they do have some of the turn lanes open there under the bridge. I saw with my own eyes. Looking really good. It doesn't feel as big as the Verona Road one, and maybe I'll ask or the Verona Road one. the one the one by the Beltline. Doesn't feel as big, but we can ask Steve that and see what he says. Just saying. All right, as we wrap up here, remember that you can stay connected with the project. You got any more questions? Check with my friend Steve, Verona Road Project.wi.gov, and of course the Verona Road Business Coalition. As they wrap up, you can check out their website for any additional information on the businesses affected by construction here in the area. Again, great work done by them. If you haven't seen their thank you video, it's out there for thanking all the volunteers for their help throughout the years. That's available at our Facebook page and online, fitchburg.wi.gov. 2 G's. No, it's not. It's 1 G. All right, that does it for our construction update. Coming up next, we open up our guest segment. So excited. Talking with Adam Dorn and Halloween safety next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So. I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join me today from the Fitchburg Fire Department. It is Adam Dorn. Dorn, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Great. How are you, Jeremy?
I am doing good, and I apologize right now. My son is on a rampage in the background here, but he's excited for some fire safety tips today surrounding Halloween. Halloween coming up really fast, Dorn. And we do need to do some safety talks here. And knock on wood, in Fitchburg, we've been fairly lucky. I don't recall too many Halloween-related incidences in the past 10 years that I've been around, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen out there. And keeping safety in mind with COVID this year, that's a whole nother area. We're going to focus in on a little bit on the fire end of things today, but we've got the top 5 Halloween fire safety tips. And as you told me, I need to do this David Letterman style. So here we go. Top 5 tips for Halloween fire safety tips. Number 5.
Use battery-operated candle or glow sticks in jack-o'-lanterns.
And why not candles?
Well, candles, right? Think about them. If you have a candle and you put it in your jack-o'-lantern, it ends up being an unattended fire because it's going to be outside, it's going to look cool from the street, all that stuff. But what if something happens, right? It's not like you're out there the entire time the candle is burning. So you never want to leave a candle unattended while it's burning. And the same applies even if it is inside a jack-o'-lantern. So it's always best to use battery-operated candles or glow sticks in them, just to keep yourself and your family safe.
Yeah, if you think about coming up to your stoop, I've got a bigger stoop outside, and I've got our pumpkins lined up there right now. And I was thinking, like, sometimes you get groups of like 10 kids coming, and they probably don't really care about that there's a fire going on, inside the jack-o'-lanterns, and it could take one loose piece of that clothing, and then things get really dangerous. But the thing that you say about unattended fire, that's very it's a good way to remember that in that way. And you're like, well, it's all covered up. They put so it's got to be okay. But I'm with you on that one. That definitely that's a good one. Number 4.
When choosing costumes, stay away from long trailing fabric.
I wonder, well, that just works really well into what we just talked about.
It does. Yeah, so, costumes can be very creative, and some characters that the people use or need dress up as in their costumes have the long trailing fabric. It looks really cool, but it also brings some hazards with that. It can be a trip hazard. You might step on it. Somebody else might step on it. You could trip and fall. But also, like we were just talking about putting a candle inside of a jack-o'-lantern, if it's there, if that candle is there and you don't realize it, some of your long trailing costume material could get inside of that jack-o'-lantern where the actual flame is, and you could catch your costume on fire and not even know it right away.
And I'm just going to suspect, based on the materials, like in home fires now, they burn very fast, very quickly. Same in the materials with some of the costumes, probably can burn up really fast. And if it's got plastic, melting plastic to the skin and stuff, just not a good thing there. So definitely a good one. All right, number 3.
Teach children to stay away from open flames, including jack-o'-lanterns with candles in them.
Self-explanatory. We covered it. Number 2.
Dried flowers, corn stalks, and crepe paper catch fire easily. Keep all decorations away from open flames and other heat sources like light bulbs and heaters.
Yeah, I suspect that I think some of the light bulbs, in the past, your regular incandescent light bulbs with the colored ones that you put in and stuff, and are trying to really outdo your neighbors. That's what I'm doing here. Sometimes you might put that fire safety to the side, trying to make everything look so pretty.
Right. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be the Clark Griswold of Halloween when it comes to decorations.
For many reasons. It doesn't end well.
But yeah, dried flowers and corn stalks, they add to the atmosphere, right? It's all great things, but a lot of times you'll have I've seen people having bonfires in their driveways and that kind of stuff, in a commercial made fire pit, that kind of stuff, and it's great, but sometimes, like we were talking about before, the candles and the jack-o'-lanterns, corn stalks fall over sometimes. Whatever you're using to hold that material up can fail. It could fall over. Like you were talking about before, a bunch of kids coming up, not really looking where they're going, what they're doing, and you can push stuff into other things, and it can cause fires.
It's as easy as that. All right, I've got to add a 2.0 here because I do want to make sure you get in this flashlight one. So 2.0. It couldn't be David Letterman completely. I mean, copyright.
Right. Provide children with flashlights to carry for lighting or glow sticks as part of their costume. Yeah,
it couldn't be any clearer there. I also, I think we've talked about in the past, wearing reflective, something reflective costume, also really important. Police department hands out glow sticks, has in the past. I'm not sure if we're doing that this year, but all good things to have in mind. Any other pieces there, Dorn, to stay safe?
Yeah, as much as we try to talk about, making sure we're able to be seen with flashlights and glow sticks, if you don't have to wear all dark colored clothing for your Halloween costume, please don't, because when you're walking on the streets, streetlights only light up so much of the area, and sometimes vehicles can't see you even if there are streetlights, even if they have their headlights on. If you can wear brighter colored clothes as part of your costume, do that. That will make a huge difference. Also, not walking alone, walking with either your parents or an adult or other children, right? Like you said earlier, though, we still need to try and maintain all the social distancing that's being recommended for the COVID pandemic and whatnot. So.
Yeah, nope, I think you're right. Super important. Just ignore the jack-o'-lantern walking behind the scene here. She was wearing reflective clothing. Remember to keep the exit clear is the number one of all decorations in the home, and it's something we've talked about in your house plan. And but this could be a good time of year where you're talking about those exits, given the holiday season and the additional decorations, especially people who put up trees when it gets closer to Christmas. You got Thanksgiving coming up. I mean, this one could apply big time in the next couple of months.
Yeah, this is the one that kind of like sets the tone for the rest of the year as far as what we're doing. It's a good time to start to remember all of these other aspects. So we want to make sure we keep the exits clear of decorations so that nothing blocks the way to get out of the building. The other part of this is to make sure that your smoke alarms are working, because if you're decorating for Halloween and you got if you do use candles or other stuff outside, who knows what can happen. Things can happen at any time for any reason. So you want to make sure that you're able to get out of your house to a safe place. Don't block the exits. Don't block the doors. Don't put stuff on or around your doors that could fall and make it easy for you to trip as you get out.
Yeah, all very helpful tips, Adam. Appreciate it as always. Thanks for dressing up today, and we'll check in with you next month.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Adam Dorn, Fitchburg Fire Department. If you want these tips and more, head out to the website, fitchburgwi.gov, and click on public safety and the fire department. Dorn's got a lot of great tips out there for you to stay safe. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for today. I want to thank our friend Adam Dorn for stopping by, giving us the Halloween tips. Always appreciate his time. We'll talk daylight savings at the end of the week. That can only mean one thing, Andrew. Beep, beep. Got to check it. Just saying. All right. We also have this for you. I'm just full of it today. I don't know. Take a look at the graphic here. Stay connected to the Fact TV. I cannot tell you enough how many great resources we have out there on the website, fitchburgwi.gov. You can see the logo right there on the home page. Fastest way to get to the Fact TV page. You can watch it streaming there anytime you want to. We stream all 3 channels all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, of course, you can find us on Facebook and YouTube as well, and we appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody.